So, my name is Dave Scalia. I am here to show you how to properly build a wheel, a bicycle wheel. I think it is very important that there are 4 things to consider when you build a wheel. 2 are aesthetic and 2 are functional. 1 is when I look through the valve hole of the rim, I can see the label of the hub. Again, this is purely aesthetic, but when I grab a wheel and I can do that and I see that the valve hole is in line with the label of the hub, I know that the wheel builder knew what he or she was doing. The second is the label of the rim should face the right side, again, purely aesthetic. The third rule, which is functional, is that the 2 spokes that are on either side of the spoke hole should be parallel to each other. This, of course, aids in putting the pump chuck when the valve of the inner tube is sticking through here. It facilitates the pumping of the wheel. And the fourth and foremost, most important aspect of building a wheel, the characteristic, is that the pulling spokes should be overlapping the pushing spokes of the wheel. And I hope I can demonstrate this later in the wheel building tutorial. This is to eliminate the possibility. That your derailleur will get hooked into the spokes when you're in your easiest gear pushing up the hardest hill. I see many wheels built by professional wheel builders are often contrary, as you can see in the video where the black spoke is overlapping the silver spoke. I feel this is incorrect because it gives you a greater chance of ripping off your rear derailleur. It has been explained to me that it is done contrarily in that manner because it theoretically makes a stiffer wheel. I don't know 100% about this. I think either way that they're laced, if the spoke tension is, if you arrive to proper spoke tension, in both manners the wheel you'll result in a stiff wheel. Here you can see that the pulling spokes are overlapping the pushing spokes, and I feel this is the correct way to build a wheel because it reduces the possibility of tearing off your rear derailleur when you're pushing in your easiest gear, where the rear derailleur cage is millimeters away from the spoke, pushing up a really hard hill. Okay, you will notice that the spoke holes drilled into the rim are not drilled in line. They are offset to the right or the left of the rim. So, and this is because the spokes that are laced into the right flange of the hub, the drive flange, will be screwed into the spokes that are offset on the right of the rim, and of course the spokes laced on the left flange of the hub will be screwed into the spoke holes offset to the left of the rim. Okay. Here I am showing the key spoke. The key spoke is the first spoke that you will be lacing into the hub and into the rim. The key spoke is laced into the right side of the right flange of the hub, that is to say the drive flange, and the spoke head will be facing the outside, and the spoke will be laced through the inside of the flange. So once you start with the spoke heads on the outside. This is very important for the lacing of the wheel. The key spoke is always screwed into the right side of the valve hole, and it will be the second spoke hole over. And you can clearly see that this second spoke hole in the rim is offset to the right, as you will be lacing the spoke in the right flange of the hub. So this is the first spoke, and this is the spoke that will be used as a reference when building the remainder of the wheel. So this is the first step, basically. Okay. Now, every spoke after this will be laced in to the right flange of the hub, alternating spoke holes. So one yes, one no, one yes. And then you will go every fourth spoke hole. And you will see that also this is also on the right. So you have your valve hole here, one empty spoke hole, your first key spoke, 3 empty holes, and the fourth will be your next spoke. And go forward accordingly. Skip the next hole, insert the spoke into the following hole, count 4 holes down, and that's your next spoke. And continue until you have all the one flange half complete, let's say. One yes, one no, one yes, one no. Okay? Importance should not be placed on how fast you can build a wheel. Wheel building should be routine and methodical. That being said, it takes about 20 to 25 minutes to lace a wheel. For a first-time wheel builder, it may take double that time. I would not want to buy a wheel from anyone who boasts about how fast they can build a wheel.